Hello, my name is Tara Healey, and I'm going to be describing seated meditation practice. And there are a number of different ways that you can sit, and I'd like to give some instruction on how to sit if you're using a chair, which is really nice because at work we are typically seated in a chair. So a few different postures. One is you want to sit in a way that is relaxed yet alert. And what I mean by being alert is instead of leaning back on a chair, you want to actually lean slightly forward and have a spine that is straight but not stiff. So in other words, you're really sitting in a way that's relaxed but at the same time engaged. So what you're trying to find is that not too tight, not too loose. So take a moment to adjust your body so that you can find that kind of balance of not too tight and not too loose. So not leaning back, but leaning slightly forward. So another option, instead of sitting back, is to slide forward. And this is especially helpful if you're sleepy. And so it'll help prevent some slouchiness because when you're sitting, you really want to hold that upright, alert posture. Because once you fall asleep, you're no longer practicing. So either way works. The main thing is you want to feel comfortable and that it's helping your mind remain engaged and alert. Okay, how about if you guys try it? So Katie, let me take a look at your posture. Let's start with you sitting back, but just leaning slightly forward. Yes, exactly, just like that. Arms and hands resting, easeful. Great. Now, how about if you slide forward and try that second position? Okay, so spine straight but not stiff. And you're finding that balance between not too tight and not too loose. Just easeful. Great, Kathy, that looks perfect. All right, so Jane, let's take a look. You know what, I would have you come back just ever so slightly and slightly, great, pointing the chin just slightly down. And note, how does that feel for you? What do you notice?
It's better.
Okay, good. Yeah, so it's just a slight adjustment back and your position is upright, your alignment looks good, and you can relax the arms and hands however you want. It looks fine. Great. So there is more than one way to sit, more than one way to practice sitting meditation. And for the next thing that I'm going to demo for you is that we're going to use some meditation cushions or pillows. They're sometimes called zafus. And I'll have you watch the two different ways that you can use those. So these are meditation cushions, but you could use any pillow that you might have in your home. You don't really need a special cushion, but we've got those, so we'll use those for today. So one of the postures that I like a lot is where you would take two cushions and pile them up, or you could have one and fold a blanket and put it underneath, but something that's going to give you a little bit of height. And you simply sit in a straddle style over that cushion so that your hips are above your knees. And you can just rest your hands and arms in a way that's comfortable. And again, just like in sitting in a chair, you want to maintain that spine that is straight, but it's easeful, so that you're holding your body in a way that's relaxed. And you can let the eyes close, or you can keep the eyes open and simply gaze downward so that you're removing what's in the peripheral vision. So either way is fine. And you can put your hands on your thighs or however you want. So this is one style. The next style that I'm going to show you is sitting cross-legged. I'm going to need just a little bit of height. Two cushions is too much, but I can put just a simple towel under a blanket. And I'm going to come and sit at the edge and sit cross-legged. And again, so sitting in a way that is relaxed. Again, noticing the spine, so straight but not stiff. Arms and hands resting. And also noticing that the knees are just slightly lower than the hips. So sitting right at the edge of the cushion. Eyes closed or open. But relaxed, alert. So in quick review, remember a chair is fine to sit on. The cushions are also great, and you don't need special pillows. I mean, you could just take a pillow off the couch and double it up, and that would be absolutely fine. So in addition to the chair and in addition to the pillows, there's actually one more thing that I'd like to show you. It's called a meditation bench. And so with the meditation bench, again, you're going to notice that your hips are slightly raised above the knees, and it allows for the posture to just relax, and it allows for the spine to be straight and supportive. And again, hands and arms can rest in whatever way is most comfortable, and allowing the eyes to close or remain open. But the bottom line is you really want to feel supported. You want to feel that the way you're holding your body and what you're sitting on is supporting you. And it's going to be different for everyone. So for some people, it's going to be more challenging to sit on the floor, on a bench, or on a cushion, and a chair is perfect. So it's not as if one of these techniques is better than the other, but we're all built differently, and what's going to work for one person is not necessarily going to work for another. So that's why I wanted to give you 3 different options. I'm going to lead the group now through a very short, little less than 3-minute meditation practice. So if everybody would begin by sitting in a way that is relaxed and upright and making any micro movements so that you feel comfortable and at ease. And if it feels okay, allow the eyes to close or remain open. And if they remain open, you want the eyes to gaze downward in front. And let's begin by letting go of all that has already happened today and releasing anticipation of what's to come. So bringing the mind and the body together in this moment. Kind of settled into your posture, to the seated position. And turning the gaze inward and just simply noticing what sensations are making themselves known to you. So pulsing or vibration, perhaps temperature, tingling, whatever sensations are present in your awareness, letting your attention rest there for a moment. And we'll begin to bring the attention in even further. So going from a wide-angle lens of awareness over the whole body to now noticing the sensations that are present when you naturally breathe in and out. So you don't have to create a special breath. Just simply let the body breathe and notice when you breathe in and out where that sensation is most pronounced. So it could be the rise and fall of the abdomen, perhaps the area around the chest, or the air entering and leaving the nose, or for you, someplace that I haven't mentioned. So taking a moment to find that location. And letting your attention track that sensation when you breathe in and out at that place in your body where it's most noticeable. And noticing where your mind is right now, releasing thought and returning to that place in the body where you notice the breath. And in a moment, you'll hear the sound of a chime. And you can release attention on the breath and allow your attention to track the sound following the sound all the way out until you can no longer hear it. And when you're ready, allowing the eyes to open, returning attention to the room around you, and moving your body in a way that feels comfortable and supports you returning your attention to the room that you're in and to the next activity that you're going to begin.